What movie was so hyped but you hated when you watched it? Finding Nemo 2. Finding Dory. Finding Nemo 1 was pure genius in every parameter. Finding Dory was bad enough in every rubric. It just felt rushed, it was not funny. Nothing was memorable. Honorable mention Independence Day 2. Shitty casting. Shittier writing and story. Mediocre CGI. It's really sad that thanks to these awful decisions we will never see a proper Independence Day sequel. This could be unpopular, but all the female-only remakes of older movies, e.g. Ghostbusters. Now it's not that I don't approve of the idea behind them, it's more that they get hyped up because they are primarily female cast when I would rather original ideas that are made for primarily female cast like The Help or Bridesmaids. I literally just now finished watching Pretty in Pink for the first time and I'm super pissed. Blaine was a douchebag in I Love You. Always line at prom made me groan out loud. Ducky tackled that jerk Steph guy after Blaine walked away like a little bitch. Seriously, I'm so mad, smiley face. The Bird Box. Lots of crazy theory behind, sobre controversy, the whole suicide shenanigans and the movie just fucking sucks. Nothing is really well explained, the ending feels almost like a loophole, the theories have massive gaps. I could thrash over this film for hours. I didn't hate it but Captain Marvel fell way below my expectations. I was genuinely looking forward to Carol Danvers getting screen time. Brie was fine, it just kinda felt like a nothing burger at the end of it all. And don't get me started on the handling of Fury's Scar, the Blair Witch Project. It was my parents' first date. They both tell me it was the scariest movie they've ever seen. It is not. I think most of it was because of the marketing for the movie, because the movie itself is not scary. Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within. I was so hyped. The graphics were so amazing for the time and this was coming off of Squaresoft and their non-stop hits amazing cinematic work. I was literally bored about 20 minutes into the movie. The first attempt at the Golden Compass. Loads of great talent and really well cast, just far too condensed and edited to do it justice. Thank fuck for the BBC series, Wild Wild West. Music video was fun, Will Smith was on a roll. Hyped all summer as a must-see film. When I watched it I was like WTF is this? This is lame and nothing like what was hyped. The Dressmaker starring Kate Winslet. From the previews I thought it was an amusing sexy romp in the Australian outback between an older woman and a younger man. Nope. 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 Suicide Squad, the Independence Day sequel, and the Hobbit trilogy. All three of them had great potential, but it's like they wrote the framework and forgot to actually make a story. Most movies are just made these days. Not bad enough to be hated, but only worth remembering for how bland they were. I blame Disney Marvel for that, mostly the Blair Witch Project. I even had to buy a ticket for something else and sneak in because I wasn't 17 yet at the time, and what a huge disappointment it was. Star Wars: Force Awakens. It just didn't seem like the original Star Wars one I'm used to. Can't explain it, just didn't have the same feel as the previous ones. I was honestly way overhyped for Doctor Strange and the Mom movie. I was so looking forward to it wasn't that bad, but it just really let me down. Downsizing. The trailers made me think it was going to be a fun comedy and instead it was absolute garbage. I don't think I even finished it. Really? No one yet was Star Wars Episode 1? It was one of the most hyped movies of our generation. Misa thinks you all have forgotten. Thor 4. The trailer looked really good and everyone said it was gonna be great. Then we got 2 hours of screaming goats and unfunny quips. Dunkirk. Zero dialogue. Zero character development. Not great storytelling. Huge Christopher Nolan fan, but his worst movie by far. Pacific Rim Uprising. I should have known better, but I loved the first one and just wanted to go deeper into the world. Wish I hadn't. Black Panther. Was expecting a deviation from the typical Marvel formula and got the same damn thing. Costumes and music were dope though. The new Mulan. Such a letdown. Yeah, I had high expectations, but the movie was just so bad. I loved the original and hated the new one. Dark Tower for sure. It could have been epic but they just smashed a bunch of esky tropes in it and called it a movie. So disappointing. Toy Story 4 is shockingly bad. It felt like a 20-minute Saturday morning cartoon that they tortuously stretched to 2 hours. 47 Meters Down is literally the most disappointing movie ever and Netflix made a live-action One Piece that'll probably be better. The first Paranormal Activity. It was billed as the scariest movie since The Exorcist but it didn't have a single legit scare. Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. The trailer was phenomenal. I've only once been so fucking disappointed. The Golden Compass. Read the series several times, was so hyped, movie was trash. Thank God HBO turned it into a series. The Thin Red Line. Full Metal Jacket. Too many films. One great, the other a bland war movie with plastic trees. The 2016 Suicide Squad. That movie was marketed like it was the second coming of Christ, but my god, it was terrible. Clerks 3. Utter dog shit. One or two have chuckle moments, but it's cringe for the most part. Particularly Elias. Star Wars Episode 9. 60 years build up and anticipation, and then one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Suicide Squad. Batman vs Superman. Both Justice League movies. Cirque du Freak the Vampire's Assistant. The Netflix live-action Death Note. The opening credits weren't even done and I was already pissed. Ugh. The entire Marvel Universe. When will it end? Except the original Iron Man, which I enjoyed. Every Fantastic Beasts movie likes Iman Man, a prequel to Harry Potter. Should be good, right? Wrong. Napoleon Dynamite. Loved it more and more afterwards, but didn't get it the first time I saw it. Birdman. All the critics praised it like it was a masterpiece. Hated every boring second of it. That one Christmas movie about a train and a bunch of people dancing inside with hot chocolate. Downsizing. The trailer made it look like a comedy. In reality it was just depressing. Suicide Squad. I only watched it because of Harley Quinn. Birds of Prey was better. The live-action Lion King. It was tolerable until they butchered Be Prepared. Avatar: Way of the Water. Water came from all the goddamn crying and wailing in it. Freaking The Green Knight. I felt like a fool for being so excited about it. Men Who Stare at Goats. 82 minutes long and only 2 scenes with goats in it. Jupiter Rising. Previews looked great. Love the director. Wow, it was bad. Blade Runner took me more than one watch to enjoy. Director's cut helped. I didn't hate it, but I found it kinda boring. The movie Circle 2015. Dunkirk. Was so excited but just didn't like it at all for some reason. IT Chapter 2. I enjoyed the first one, but the sequel was just awful. Watson and Holmes. I expected another Step Brothers. Talladega Nights. 2012. First time sleeping in cinema. Hope I'm not snorting. 2016 Ghostbusters. It was terrible. Afterlife was good though. Jurassic World Dominion. I was so excited and then so crushed. Dunkirk. The editing makes it nearly impossible to watch. La La Land. Couldn't get past the first 20 minutes. The Blair Witch Project. I was bored the entire film. The Black Dahlia. Disappointed doesn't even begin.